I've taken a few days to walk 2 different routes in the glorious County Wicklow. Having finished a section of St Kevin's Way, I'm now opting for a totally different walk. I'm walking the Avonmore Way, from Trooperstown Wood through Claravale Nature Reserve, across the Avonmore River to Rathdrum, and finishing at the historic Avondale. This part of Wicklow is a lush landscape. There are no climbs, no rocky tracks. It's all trail and smooth underfoot. A lot of it through woodland and forest, with some roadside and open countryside stretches. So today I'm taking on the Avonmore Way, a hike I've never done before. So I hear it's a nice mix of forests, some beautiful landscapes, mostly easy walking, but some nice uphill pulls. It is completely waymarked, which is great for us who don't have a good sense of direction. Got my boots on, bag full of snacks. I'm ready to go. So let's get on with it. My route starts at Trooperstown Forest. I walk through Claravale to Clara Church. From there I cross the Avonmore River to end my journey at the famous Avondale Estate. Trooperstown Forest is situated near the village of Lara. It got its name because it's said that troops camped here during the rebellion of 1798. Today it's home to the National Park headquarters, the Glendalough Mountain Rescue Service, and to plenty of oak, alder and birch trees. The start of this walk is calm, no steep gradients and a smooth track. It feels more like a stroll than a walk at times. This area is perfect for families and for those who prefer an easier style of walking. A few sections of this route are on roads and boreens. These are all fairly quiet, but it's really important to stay alert. If you're lucky, in this part of Wicklow you might see a kite. These are birds of prey that had become extinct in this part of Wicklow, but now have a small and thriving community. I haven't seen one before, but today I got lucky. One of the things I love to see when I'm out hiking is wildlife. I'm a big animal lover, and I've just seen a kite, a bird that's been reintroduced into Wicklow, and it's quite amazing to see one. One thing I always mention about hiking is, for me it's quite repetitive. You're just putting one foot in front of the other, especially a trail like this where it's a nice long trail, easy enough. There's some uphill pulls. You can kind of get into this rhythm while you're taking everything in. It really does help you to bring you into the present, maybe distract from whatever's going on in your life. And that's definitely one big reason I love hiking, because it allows me to take a step back from whatever I'm doing, whatever's stressing me out, and just reset before I go again. The walk takes me through Claravale and past the Avonmore River. This church is certainly worth the stop. This whole scene is like something out of a fairy tale. During the summer, locals swim in this section of the river, and the walks here are just stunning. Just 200 metres from the church is Claravale Nature Reserve. Like the rest of the area, it's rich with flora and fauna, and this time of year, the forest floor is transformed into a carpet of blue. The bluebells here are a well-kept secret. They only bloom for about 2 weeks every year, but when they do, they shine and stand out against the green of the forest floor. You know, one thing I absolutely love about walking is you could be turning a corner and come across an incredible spot just like this. A forest full of bluebells. Absolutely beautiful. Without knowing it, I'm surrounded by flora and fauna that is edible, medicinal, and in some cases lethal. This is nature's larder and medicine cabinet, but you have to know what you're doing. I'm meeting expert forager Geraldine Kavanagh, who is going to guide me through what's food, what's healing, and what's not.
Hello.
Geraldine, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, great.
I'll try to shake hands with you.
Lovely to meet you.
You too.
I hear today we're going to be doing some foraging.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what's around us to eat, but we're not necessarily going to pick anything because we're in a beautiful nature reserve, so you're not allowed to pick anything. But it's a great place to look at plants that are edible.
So, are those nettles in there?
Yes, so I have, well, I don't know how many different plants I have in here, but I have nettles and I have sticklybacks and I have sorrel and I've got gorse flower.
Wow, I'm matching with the gorse today.
You are?
Yeah, I'm very matching with the gorse. I planned my outfit well.
Luckily we're not foraging in gorse.
Yeah, I know, I'd go missing.
Yeah, you'd be lost.
And you know what? I've never got the opportunity to try nettle soup. I've always wanted to. Are they the nettles that don't sting though yet?
Oh no.
Oh, they sting?
Yeah.
Wow.
A nettle is covered in tiny hairs.
Okay.
And at the base of the hair there's a little sac of liquid, and in the liquid there's formic acid, so that's what stings you. But there's also serotonin, and there's also antihistamine, and there's pain relieving chemicals.
Wow.
So
nettles aren't all that bad.
No, I always say to people that nettle stings are good for you. There is a tradition in Ireland and all across Northern Europe of deliberately stinging joints that are suffering with rheumatic pain, and it stimulates your body to fight the pain. It's a tradition in Ireland to eat them in the springtime as a blood cleanser. So
I remember that.
Yeah.
My granny and auntie used to do that.
Yeah, they'd say like have 2 or 3 feeds of nettles. So they would just boil them up and eat them, and it would cleanse your blood.
I remember that. It's like you've unlocked a childhood memory.
Yeah.
So what else is here that we can keep a lookout for?
Yeah, so if you look at this 10-foot section here, it just looks like a wash of green, but there's so much going on. There's so many edible and poisonous plants. You have herb Robert.
Herb Robert?
That's an incredibly common plant. It's probably in everyone's garden.
It's beautiful. It's very distinctive with the little purple flower.
That's a lovely edible herb, and it's also good for your immune system. One of the very important rules for anyone who wants to start foraging is you never eat anything if you don't know what it is, because you could kill yourself very easily. So if you were to make a cup of tea from the leaves here of the foxglove, you would die because your heart rate would drop. Let's look and see what else is here. There's lots of brambles, so you can actually eat the leaves of brambles.
No way.
Yeah. And they have a natural antibiotic, so they're great for sore throats.
And do you put them into teas?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah, fresh in a tea, or you can make a syrup.
Next time I'm feeling unwell, I'm coming to your house for a cup of tea.
I will have something for you.
Yeah, sort me out.
Yeah.
At the end of this woodland trail, I come to the edge of Rathdrum. This is marked by a modern suspension bridge. It's a steel bridge that somehow fits in well here and belongs to the vista. Getting to and from Rathdrum is easy. It's well serviced by bus and rail links, and nearby is Avondale Estate, which is home to some unusual and very interesting history. I'm meeting Deborah Megan, who will tell me all about it. Deborah, how are you?
Hey Roz, how are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Oh, welcome to Avondale.
Oh, thank you so much. I've heard there's a lot of stories about the ecology and nature in here, and I'm looking forward to learning all about them.
This place is full of stories and full of history.
It's beautiful walking through.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you listen, will we take a walk through the
Let's
forest?
do it.
So obviously as we're going through here, this is originally the home of Samuel Hayes, and he took over the estate in about 1770. He himself was a real visionary and a real interest in trees. So he actually brought tree samples from around the world back here to Avondale to plant, and created some beautiful kind of arboretum trees up around the house. When Hayes himself died, the Parnell family took over, obviously very famous Irish historical family. They themselves also had a huge interest in nature and trees and forestry, and there was actually an old sawmill here on the site as well. Again, the house moved on, and in about 1904, the state bought Avondale. And when they looked at the estate here, they decided we had an issue at the time. At about 1901, there was only about 1% of Ireland had trees. The government decided at the time we needed to replant. So where we're walking through now is what's called the Great Tree Experiment. And a guy called Arthur Forbes worked from about 1905 to 1915. And he planted over 100 different species of trees. Wow. And when we say this is the home of forestry, it is from these trees seeds were taken, were propagated, and actually forests around Ireland today, their ancestry would have come here from Avondale.
Wow, so this was the start of it all.
This was really the start of it all. And that's why certainly in Cuilcha we consider this the home of forestry.
Deborah, thank you so much for teaching me all about this place. You know what, it makes such a difference walking through, knowing the history about it.
It is an amazing place, amazing history, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your adventures in Avondale.
I'm off this way.
Good luck.
See you. Bye.
Avondale is so invested in trees, they've recently constructed the Beyond the Trees experience. This walkway will walk you through the forest here, but at tree top level. It's designed for everyone of all ages and is very family friendly.
Over the last couple of days, I've had an amazing experience walking St. Kevin's Way and the Avonmore Way. You know what? It's given me a completely new perspective of hiking in Wicklow. It's given me a chance to stop, enjoy the scenery and learn so much about the story and history behind the trails, which make all the difference. So you know what to do next? Get those boots ready, backpack on you, get out exploring.